Sports, very brief program, Qatar Prime Brief on My Media Prime Television. We are broadcasting live from the country's economic capital city, Douala, and Fengujon to be precise. On today's edition of the program, we will tell you a lot of things that have already gone on the way. And we know that match day 3 games have begun, and they began yesterday. And we also have good news to tell you. Senegal has become the very first African nation to make it to the knockout stage of the 2022 FIFA World Cup out there in Qatar. Senegal defeated their opponents yesterday by 2-1. That's Ecuador. Defeated Ecuador by 2-1 yesterday to make it past the group stage of this competition. And the Netherlands too defeated Qatar. We already know that Qatar were just trying to play a friendly game yesterday, a gala, maybe for formalities, because losing their first 2 games, they were already automatically out of the competition. And yesterday, they gave the Netherlands the opportunity to go past the group stage as the leaders of their group. Then we have Nsah, who scored his 11th goal for Senegal, and it was a penalty he scored at the 44th minute of play after he was brought down in the box. We also had Kalidou Koulibaly, who rescued Senegal at the 70th minute after Senegal was down, or the equalizer came from Moses Caicedo of Ecuador. He actually equalized the goal yesterday at the 67th minute of play, but then thanks to captain of Senegal, Kalidou Koulibaly, who actually netted the second goal, and that was it for Senegal to qualify. Yesterday they qualified on a 2-1 goal score margin, and now Senegal becomes the very first African team to make it past the group stage of this competition. We have Morocco, we have Tunisia, who it's almost near impossible, but then football is on the pitch of play, and it's until after 90 minutes or after the referee sounds his whistle that we can say it is over for Tunisia. But then never say die until the bones are rotten, it is often said. So Tunisia has to go against France today in their own match day 3 game, which is going to decide their fate, because Tunisia stands on that pool with 1 point, and we know that France became the very first team to qualify to the knockout stage of the competition, and France are defending champions of the title after winning Croatia in 2018 to become the world champions. And though Tunisia will face France, we'll have Tunisia take on France today. But then, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to talk about the controversies surrounding the Lions, then Cameroon, as we know, Cameroon still have one very crucial match ahead of them against Brazil. Before we get to talk about that, let's get to hear from our correspondent Akantwi Ayamba, who is out there in Qatar, and what he had to tell us during Cameroon's training session yesterday.
Okay, here we find ourselves at the training camp of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, where the Lions are taking part in their training session after a lot of controversies with Eyong Enow being said not to be among the squad. But we are here now, and we can confirm that Eyong Enow is truly not in the squad, because we can see 2 goalkeepers training behind that other end, and so it is for sure that Eyong Enow has left the camp of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. But Olivier Nsah, who was also a doubt, we are seeing him taking part in a collective training, which shows that there is hope that he can be in the match against Brazil.
That was it. That's Akantwi Ayamba, who gave us the situation out there during the Lions training camp in Qatar. And as he has said, Eyong Enow is not part of the Indomitable Lions squad again for the rest of the competition. As yesterday, Fecafoot wrote to Inter Milan saying that they have released Eyong Enow of his duties. So as at now, Eyong Enow is temporarily, or has been temporarily, suspended by Fecafoot for alleged indiscipline, and that is it. He is definitely not going to continue the rest of the game. So as it stands now, the weight is on Davis Epasi, second choice goalkeeper for Cameroon, who has automatically become now the first choice keeper for the rest of the competition. So Davis Epasi is definitely going to guard the goalpost. But before that, let's get to hear from Nuhu Tolo and Olivier Nsah.
You do not live up to the expectations. How can you describe this team? Please. Yeah,
la caméra ici. Devant toi, la caméra.
C'est la caméra qu'on regarde?
Oui. Je répondais.
Yeah, the minister did reminded you people of the task of representing the country with pride and honor. Do you feel there is a problem in the group, and how can you describe the group, and what are your expectations ahead in the days ahead?
About what?
The game in the days ahead against Brazil.
I think it's going to be a tough game. Everybody just talk about Brazil. I think we play Switzerland, Serbia before. They are a very good team. We know Brazil, we have a lot of respect for them. But when we see the history, Cameroon always cause problem against a big team. I think hopefully it's going to be a big game, so we are ready to shine about Brazil.
And the message of the minister?
The message of the minister was like, okay, we need to believe. We believe, so hopefully Friday is going to be a very big game for us.
What is the state of mind in the den after the exit of Andre Onana today?
Yeah, I think Andre is a very important player for us. He has been absolutely fantastic. Everybody know about Andre, especially me. So I think he's a good guy. So yeah, the people they make the decision about that. So we just gonna go forward. So everybody, like as a player, we just gonna focus on the field. So I think we have hope people to organize that. So yeah, you're gonna miss us, but we need to look forward.
Si vous pouvez passer en français.
Goalkeeper Magnus. The goalkeeper of the team is a brother also for everybody, and it was a little bit sad after that.
After that, tell us, how are you looking forward to the match against Brazil, given that the first choice will go on?
I'm looking forward to this game because I think it's a big game against one of the biggest teams in the world. But in football, everything can happen. Everything can happen, so we're looking forward to this game.
Olivier will hurt. Olivier injured. Olivier not injured. You have the opportunity to clear the air now.
That's it as we got from Olivier Nsah and Nuhu Tolo. It is a very big blow for them given that their first choice goalkeeper, Andre Onana, whom they have been acquainted with for a while, is definitely not going to be at the goalpost against one of the world heavyweights, even Brazil, who are the first on the FIFA ranking as it stands. Brazil has already qualified. Brazil has automatically qualified after grabbing 6 points from winning their first 2 games. But then Cameroon's fate now will depend if they have to beat Brazil and probably Serbia beats Switzerland. That's how Cameroon can make it past the group stage of the competition. Let's get to hear from Andre Onana or what he had to say. Let me read it. I want to express my affection for my country and the national team. Yesterday, I was not allowed to be on the ground to help Cameroon, as I always do. To achieve the team's goal, I always behave in a way to lead the team to success in a good manner. I have put in all efforts and energy into finding solutions to a situation that a footballer often experiences, but there has been no will on the other side. Some moments are difficult to assimilate. He is sorry, but he has to go. So now, first thing first, we know that there is sadness in the party. Everybody is sad that our first choice goalkeeper is going. And now, do we trust Epasi enough to guard the sticks? But of course, Epasi, he didn't do bad. He was okay in their last game, and so some people believe that Epasi, even their coach said it, Epasi has proven that he has what it takes to play against Brazil. So as it stands, we do not want you to be so sad, and we know, like I said, I know that there is sadness in the party. That is why I want to propose to you this very beautiful, magnificent video coming from one of our own very die-hard fans out there in Qatar, who sings so marvelously to encourage every fan out there who is already discouraged that there is still hope. Let's listen to him.
Football every day, I'm gonna kick ass every other day. Cameroon all the way, Cameroon all the way.
La Serbie ne savait pas qu'on allait les surprendre, qu'on allait réduire ensemble. Bien, c'est le Cameroun que je suis venu défendre. Vous voyez comment la Serbie a été surprise. Le Cameroun est un pays qu'on ne méprise pas. Et surtout, tout le monde maîtrise ça. La Serbie est venue avec beaucoup d'arrogance. mais on a égalisé tous les buts avec beaucoup d'élégance. Maintenant on m'interviewe et moi je parle avec éloquence. Maman Konolinga c'est RFI, à nous écouter mes mélodies. Serbie ne va jamais nous oublier, le Brésil ne nous a pas oublié, l'Argentine ne nous a pas oublié, la Serbie ne pourra pas nous oublier. Voilà, RFI, si vous avez des questions, je réponds à chanson. La qualification est certaine, parce que c'est le courage et la victoire qui coule dans nos veines. Soyez inspirés, posez des questions. Le Brésil quand même. Le Brésil, on a déjà battu cette nation. Donc, c'est pas la première fois, on va le faire encore une seconde fois.
On a déjà battu cette nation. That is what he said. We have already won that country, Brazil. We have already won that country. So that is the hope of a fan who believes that we go take the cup in courts, like they always say. Ladies and gentlemen, before we take leave of you, it's just to let you know that not everyone has lost hope out there. The Lions stand third in Pool G with 1 point, alongside Serbia, who are last but with 1 point, -1 goal. So it definitely means that Cameroon still has hope of making it past the group stage. Let's have the qualification table for the Teranga Lions of Senegal, who has already qualified. So as it stands, Netherlands has qualified, Senegal has qualified, Ecuador, Qatar out of the competition, and we also have the other teams who have qualified. We know that Brazil has qualified, France has qualified, so definitely they will be joined by these other two teams who have qualified. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the pairings or the unofficial pairings are here already. So for the round of 16, which is already confirmed, since the USA beat Wales, or Wales, Iran rather, yesterday, it means that Senegal and England will beat Wales yesterday. So it means England will go against Senegal. So African champion Senegal will have to play England in the round of 16 at the Albert Stadium in Qatar, and we are going to have the Netherlands play against USA. So as it stands now, that's the unofficial classification for Group A. Yes, Group A. Senegal will go against England, while USA will go against the Netherlands. That was it for today's edition of the program, ladies and gentlemen. We had a lot to bring to you, but then time constraint, as we all know. Qatar Prime Brief is just a 15 minutes program of a recap and preview of the games during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. But nothing to worry about, because we will be here this evening for Qatar Prime, where we are going to give you every detail there is to know about the 2022 World Cup, the happenings out there in Qatar. So we will be back here today, and for the games today, we will have Tunisia, like I told you, go against France. Tunisia will go against France today, and we also have a lot of other games. But one thing is, it will be played at the same time. So these and many more will be yours on today's edition of Qatar Prime in the evening. So stay tuned to My Media Prime. Other interesting programs will be coming up, and up next is a Prime Flash with Dolin Gonde. This program is a production of Johnson Vola, and my name is Macdella Eyong Bisong. Have a good day.
Welcome to a new world of TV broadcasting. My Media Prime. News,